So, hello guys, it's Black Daily Fox here. Welcome to my channel. And what do I say? Today it's going to be a different kind of video because it's going to be a my reaction. And since some of you might not know, I'm from Poland and all, and I decided to make people maybe learn something about it. So in this video, I will be reacting to the video by Geography Now, and it's Poland, about Poland. So let's not make it longer than it should have been, and begin with the video. Just gonna make my camera to the right, and we can start. Alright. Okay, here. Sorry, I accidentally turned it off. And I hope you enjoy, and I may not know some of the things because I am from Poland myself, so it's obvious, but not all of the things I know about my country, so I know it may sound stupid but it's because it is, but well, don't blame me. I wasn't very interested in my country's geography and demographics when I was in elementary school. Now I am more interested in my country than I was before, so now I know more, but I didn't knew it back then, so it's always a way of learning.
Alright, we've reached Poland. Europe's, how can I put this? Poland knows how to take a hit. It's
yes.
Is that all you?
Yes. It's okay. I don't know why, but this feels like it's so true. Like, really, it feels so fucking true. And actually, we do know how to take a hit. Looking at our history, you can clearly take that we say that we have been through a lot, so we do know how to take a hit.
I'm not even breaking a sweat.
Okay.
It's time to learn geography now. By the way, this is my buddy Art. He's half Polish. Art, do you know anything about Poland?
I know nothing about Poland, but I know my last name means on Friday.
So anyway, I have another Polish friend named Conrad who's actually also going to be in this episode. He's Polish and he speaks Polish.
Hey, that.
Well, Art can also play Poland in the skits and stuff in this episode. Is that cool?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, cool. Anyway, hey everybody, I'm your host Barb. Welcome to the Wolverine of Europe. The Poles know how to deal with calamity, and if there was ever a mutant apocalypse, you would probably want one on your team.
Yes, that's so true.
In any case, let's begin. How to piss off a Polish person 101. Oh man, I just visited Poland. I sure love that Eastern European country. Central European! Yeah, they don't like being...
I don't know if it's really like now, because I don't talk much with people, so I don't know how it looks like now, right now. But if you were to call Poland Eastern country, I wouldn't care, because okay, everyone can say what they want. So please, I really don't care that much about that. Although I don't know if it's central maybe, but I don't know. I am not the best at geography now. At this point in school, I was good, but now I am not. Except for facts, of course. Okay, let's continue.
Called Eastern Europe, even though, I mean, come on, they're kind of more on the eastern side of the continent. Okay, Central European, Central. The country is located in Central Europe and bordered by seven other countries. Keep in mind this little guy right here is a detached ex-slave of Russia called Kaliningrad. Speaking of which, we already mentioned this in the Germany episode, but Poland shares an island called Uzedom, or Uzlam, with Germany in this lagoon. The borders follow some natural boundaries like rivers and mountains. However, most of them...
I feel bad for people that need to say Polish names and Polish names and city and all, because the wording in Polish is so hard. Even I have problems speaking Polish, and I'm from Poland, so It just proves how hard this language is.
Them were agreed upon after war times. The country is divided into 16 voivodeships, or provinces. The capital and largest city of the country, Warsaw, in the center. It also holds the busiest airport, Warsaw International. From there, the second largest city is Krakow, known as the medieval capital, down south, and it holds the second largest airport, John Paul II Krakow International. And rounding out for third place is the city of Łódź, which means boat.
I know this city. Like, I live in the city, so like center of the Poland.
In the center of the whole country. Nonetheless, the city of Gdansk holds the third largest airport, Gdansk International, and also the busiest shipping port located on the Baltic Sea, where much of the cargo comes into the country. Otherwise, their entire sea access is confined to the coastline. They do not own any distant islands in the Baltic. Due to the general flat landscape making much of the north and central parts, Poland is a bustling transport hub with numerous roadways that traverse every single corner into every neighboring nation. Since joining the EU, nearly 2 billion euros have been invested in Poland's rail lines, and high-speed lines are being constructed today. Poland doesn't have any autonomous areas, but if we had to discuss historical and cultural regions, many people may just refer to this general area as Masuria, sometimes even historical Prussia. This general area is Pomerania. That's right, same as the dog, which is where it comes from.
I didn't knew that. Like, I really didn't knew that the dog comes from Poland. So like, this is new thing for me. Even if I am from Poland, I still didn't knew that. I own a York, so I own completely different dog. So I wasn't really interested of where the dogs come from.
Kashubia, where the Kashubians are mostly found. There's Greater Poland, Lesser Poland, which at the very border has Ruthenia or Red Ruthenia. Parts of the south are considered Silesia, which are inhabited by peoples that have their own distinct culture apart from the Polish. It's all kind of confusing, and we'll talk more about it later. One thing you have to understand is that historically, Poland had a lot of different types of administrative divisions, and much of it was shaped by war. Sometimes they had more land, other times they had less, and for 123 years they kind of disappeared altogether.
Yes, this is so true. I remember when I was reading about this in elementary school about this history, the partitions of Poland, and I was like, oh my goodness, why did you do that? We didn't do anything wrong to you. I was so angry. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not keen of these countries now. Maybe, who knows?
Well, actually, they almost completely disappeared. I mean, Krakow was technically a free city-state for about 30 years. And keep in mind, we mentioned this in the Lithuania episode, but if you want to be incredibly technical, historically, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth had some colonies. Way back yeehaw, when they thought one island in the Gambia, as well as Trinidad and Tobago would be
I didn't knew that.
investments.
Like, I didn't knew that we had some colonies back then, so, wow.
Even if the only sites that the Polish had colonized outside of Europe,
Then what happened?
in the end, it was too hard for them to manage, and they sold them off. The end. So anyway, here's some places of interest you guys, the Polish geography, suggest we mention in this episode. There are quite a few
I want to see what he, like, got here.
UNESCO heritage sites. A lot of them are like chapels. The Holy Mountain of
I wasn't there, but I wanted always to go there for, I don't know, just to see this. Because on the pictures it looks quite cool.
Vodka, painted village of Stalipe, Chopin's heart, this rock.
Oh my goodness, this looks beautiful! Where it is? No, I'm serious, I want to go there.
City, the upside down.
An upside down house, it's a cool history of that because I remember that, cool story of that because I remember I was on holidays with my grandparents and I was once in upside down house with my grandmother, I think. I'm not sure, but one of my grandparents, the other one stayed with a dog outside. And I was walking inside and it was incredibly weird. Like, really, it was weird. And I was like, wow. Plus, it's on the angle additionally, so it's like very weird to walk there and all, not only upside down, but on the angle, so like, cool.
Townhouse, Kościuszko Mound, the Carrot House, the world's most aerial house. Tons of cool statues and monuments.
Yes, I love this. I saw the Monument of Warsaw Uprising Monument I saw on picture, because of the Monument of Warsaw I have a picture museum because I was in Warsaw, and the litter in Zurich choice, I also saw because it is also in Warsaw, and I saw it. Like, I have a picture near it, if I remember correctly. I think it is Warsaw, but I have a picture near it. So it had to be near the in some of the cities that I was in. And since I was in few cities in Poland, then I have quite a lot of places.
The world's tallest Pope statue.
I didn't know. We have a tallest Pope statue? I didn't know that.
World War II sites, it's kind of what they're known for. The most famous one.
I want to go to Auschwitz. Like, seriously, I was in Stuttgart. Also in Poland, I think. I don't remember, but I was in Stuttgart with my family. My mother was first, then she was with me and my grandparents. My mother was like twice or 3 times in Stuttgart, and I was once. But I have even a book from Stuttgart, so like, wow. And I was in one concentration camp. But I really want to go to Auschwitz. I love about history. This is one of my favorite subjects, so I love reading a lot about history of Poland, of different countries, especially Poland and USA, because like these two countries are my favorite countries. So Poland is first, USA is second. So like, to all my viewers that are from USA, I love your fucking country. Like, seriously, I want to visit USA one day, but I don't know if I will be able to. I hope so, because I really want to visit one day. And that's why I am interested in the Polish history and in US history, but we don't learn, obviously, because I'm in Poland and all. Then obviously we don't learn much about other countries' history. Mainly in World War, we learn about other countries and we know about other countries, but we don't fully learn about the US countries, which is a shame for me, but I understand that there is also a lot in the history of Poland that may not have enough time to also have history of US. So that's why I am learning the history of US on my own, mainly. But we are mentioning US and other countries because, like, we took a part in World War II and World War I, so like, obviously we're gonna mention other countries. So like, yeah. But I really, really want to go to Auschwitz. I don't know why, but I just really want to go. I was even on Westerplatte recently. Very recently. It was my first time. It's near Gdańsk in Poland, Westerplatte. It was, when the Third Reich attacked Poland on 5th of September 1939. Then this was one of the like main places that the Poles were fighting in, Westerplatte. So like, this is was one of the first like resistance of Poland when they attacked us. So like, I was on Westerplatte recently, and I was talking with my mother that I really want to go to Auschwitz, and I hope I will make my grandparents drive with me to Auschwitz, because that would be so cool. Like, really, I could finally see what it's like, because I have heard about it, but I didn't saw it. I only saw the only concentration camp I saw in Stuttgart, like I said. So like, yeah.
Probably being the Auschwitz concentration camp. Of course, there are way too many.
I have to agree. We are a very religious country, so it isn't surprising, but there is kind of a lot of churches, and even in my own city there is a lot of churches, so like, I have to agree.
Churches like these. This one was where all the former kings were coronated. And of course, there's Warsaw's St. John's Cathedral. There's a bunch of synagogues that actually survived World War II. And there's even a wooden mosque with a Tatar minority in Kruszyniani. There's so many museums and galleries. Here's a bunch of notable ones. And too many castles, but they're very proud of having the world's largest.
I was in Malbork with my classmates in elementary school. Like, really, I was with my class. and other classes in Malbork, and it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love it.
Largest medieval castle in Malbork. Yeah, Poland does not fall short when it comes to sights to see, more things to do,
Yes.
more nature to explore. And that means we move on to the next segment. Duh! It is said that the name Poland comes from Polani, which means people living in open fields. Poland is not all flat and not all plains. There's much more to it than you think. Poland is generally divided into 5 physical regions: the coast, the lakelands, the Polish plain, the Polish uplands, and the mountain regions. Much of Poland's coast along the Baltic Sea is straight until you hit the east and you get these interesting natural formations called spits. We've already talked about them in the Lithuania episode, but basically, spits are thin, narrow sandbanks that divide the sea from another body of water, creating saltwater lagoons, the largest one being the Bay of Puck, the Szczecin, and the Vistula Lagoon, shared with Russia's main...
Szczecin, like... I always laugh when people from other countries are trying to say the names of our cities, lakes, and all the things like that, because sometimes we have so hard these names that even I have problems with saying them, and I'm from Poland, so like, yeah.
Exclave. Much of the country inland lies on the flat Polish plain, part of the greater North European plain, a huge open flat segment of Central Europe that extends across multiple countries. Many people say that this is both the blessing and curse of Poland,
Yes.
because although a third of the country is forested, this one being the largest national park, and about a third is arable, making them a powerhouse contributor to Europe's agriculture sector, it did kind of make it easy for outside forces to enter and invade, with little or no natural obstacle barricading the interior of the country. Anyway.
I think this is both good and bad, because before it was bad, because like they could invade us without problem. It's still bad kind of, because the people still can invade us without a problem if something will happen, but I hope not. I'm positive that it won't, at least I hope so. And but it's on the other hand kind of good, because it's way easier to build things like roads, like train tracks, and all the things like that, because you don't have that much terrain to go around and all. So like both good and bad thing, like, yeah.
Within this plain, many rivers like the Notek,
Yes.
Vachta, and the longest
Vistula.
river, Vistula, meander through the fertile valleys, passing through many important cities like Warsaw. On the north side, you have 2 massive lake districts, the Pomeranian and the larger Masurian, which also holds the largest lake of the country, Marciniave. The further south you go, the higher the elevation gets, until you hit the largest lake of the country, Marciniave.
He said that surprisingly good.
Further south you go, the higher the elevation gets, until you hit the Poland uplands. A little further south, on the border with the Czech Republic and Slovakia, you find the 2 main and largest mountain chains, the Sudets and the Beskids, which form the north part of the larger famous Carpathian mountain chain. Here you can also find the tallest peak, Mount Rysy, right on the border of Slovakia. Alright, that just about does it. Now I need my triple shot of espresso break, and this time, Art is going to come in to finish off the physical geography section. What do you want me to say, Barbie? The next thing on the teleprompter.
Now, as you can see by this point, Poland is a lot more than just flat plains and lakes. They even have moving sand dunes in the north and a small desert in Point.
I mean, I have heard it. I heard about the fact that we have a desert, but I was like surprised when I first heard about it, because I was like, wait a second, how we have a desert? Like, this doesn't really, at least you don't think it would go together, Poland and desert, so like, I was kind of shocked, but I know about it. I know for a while.
Literally translates to mistakes. Yeah, Poland, deserts. You never think those two would go together, right? Oh, and there's also a crooked forest made up of trees.
Yes.
That then
I mean, I never was there, but I knew that there was forest like that, and it looks hella interesting. I want to go there, like really.
at a 90-degree angle. Many people have theories as to how it got that way. Some say it's natural, some say it was a dude trying to make chairs. In any case, Poland is a major producer of apples, 6th in the world, as well as being the world's largest treacle. What the heck is treacle?
I don't know.
And amber exporter. I don't even know what amber is either. What is that? Petrified tree sap? It is. Whoa! Today, though,
Yeah, I know what
Poland's
amber is.
economy is now mainly driven by the service sector and industry, with main products like machinery and cars, buses, and video games
Games.
being their largest
Yes.
export. Anyway, Poland
Of course. Hate me. Yes, video games.
It has quite a few endemic animal species like storks, lynx, roe deer, and they have one of the largest populations of the rare European bison, which, have you guys ever had a bison burger? I mean, that's like really good. Alright, don't eat those are endangered. And bears. In fact, a bear once served
Yes, played it.
and there's a statue dedicated to him. Look it up. Good old boy cat. Anyway, time to finish up with food. Some of the top Polish dishes, you guys, the Polish geography peeps, that's what I call them, Art, suggested we mention include things like, you go, cabbage rolls, Solanka pork knuckle, roasted duck served with honey and apple. So many soups like these.
Yes.
But the national dish being sour rye soup. And of course, the most popular dishes many people
Pierogi.
pierogi, kielbasa, kabanos, and Krakow-style sausage. And bagels! Yes, bagels originated
This is
from
new, that's-
Poland, from the Polish Jews. Not New York. Oh, and of course, you cannot talk about Poland without mentioning vodka. Some say it was invented in Poland, some say the Polish just make really good vodka, but either way, vodka usually takes up.
It's so true. Like, really, it's so true. I don't buy an alcohol because I just don't drink it. It's easy. Both me and my mom don't drink that much of alcohol, so we don't buy it. Easy. But when you go to the grocery store in Poland, in supermarket, wherever you go, there's always an alleyway full of alcohol. Like, really, always. And this is so true.
A huge section in most Polish grocery stores. I've seen this guy in vodka. No, you haven't. That was not pink whiskey. We don't talk about that here. Polish people know what they like. They're a distinct people. Speaking of which, we now move on to
Demographics.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks. Can I do like one of those special effect outros, like, you know, Wolverine theme, can I have applause or something like that? Sure, yeah, go for it here. Okay. Is it true if I kill you, I become you? Let's find out. It does work. Now, some of you guys have told me, in Poland, there's kind of like a word that sums up the Polish mindset. Załatwić. It means something along the lines of accomplishing tasks and taking care of business. Half of everybody in Europe has probably at one point at least encountered a Pole. They're everywhere, working. Polish doctors in Germany, Polish contract workers in London, Polish bus drivers in Iceland. Work is in their blood, and it's a huge part of who they are.
Yes.
The population is about 40 million. However, keep in mind, diaspora-wise, there are about 20 million Poles living abroad, and they are the second largest Slavic group after Russians. The country is incredibly homogeneous, with about 96% of the population
That's
claiming
due
to
to
be
war.
Polish, which is part of the Slavic family group. This makes us
That's due to war, because I remember learning in elementary school that before the wars we had demographics that we had a population that didn't always were 100% Polish at all, and were very differentiated from each other. So, like, it's changed now because after war there's like mostly Poles left, but still in my city and in other larger city you can still see the people outside of people outside of Poland in here. So like it's nothing new that there's always going to be someone who's not from here, like normal thing at this point.
It's mostly due to the Nazi intervention of World War II and Soviet relocation policies of the 20th century that drastically changed the previously diverse population. The country has few minority groups, however, of the minorities, the largest groups would be the Silesian at about 1.3% and the Kashubians at just under 1%. The rest is mostly made up of other Europeans like Ukrainians, Belarusians, Czechs, non-Europeans. They use the Polish zloty as their currency, they use Type C, E, and F plug outlets, and they drive on the right side of the road. Now, of course, the main language of
Which is weird for most of the people because I don't know, but abroad I think that some of you drive on the left side, but we are driving on the right. So like when someone comes here, they're like, if I remember good, then they're like kind of wow. So yeah.
Poland is, of course, Polish. Lots of people say Polish is, like, really hard to learn. For one, they have 7 cases of speech and too many consonants that are smashed all together at once. Geography Pavel says the Polish language is basically just spoken Wi-Fi path.
Yes, this is so true. I am saying this, really. This is so true. I have problems with Polish, like, really. My Polish isn't perfect, and I prefer speaking English because it's much easier for me than speaking Polish. So, like, what the heck? it's really hard language. I am not saying that it's the hardest in the world because it's not, probably. I don't know. But it's one of the most hard languages in the world. So, like, as I was reading few articles, and most of the articles say that Poland is in the top 10 hardest languages in the world. So, like, okay, this just proves how hard our language is. Like, really, even sometimes Polish people have problems with speaking it, and I don't want to know how hard it's for English people and other people from abroad. Like, my friend was once learning Polish, and they said that it is really hard, and I was like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, I know this.
Here's Conrad with a Polish tongue twister. Książ brzmi szynie, szynie i z tego słowa.
I know this. I mean, I have heard this tongue twister, and I have tried to say it sometimes myself, and I can't. I really can't because this is too hard for me.
Sometimes even the Polish people say they have to polish up on their
Yes.
Polish. Otherwise, Poland is kind of a sociological anomaly. Even though they are Slavic, it's kind of like the easternmost extent of Latin influence, which explains why the majority at around 86% identify as either Catholic or, in the very least, nominally Catholic, varying degrees of devotion.
I don't
Catholicism plays a
really
huge role in Polish culture.
like
They even have a channel dedicated to the Pope on
Yes.
TV. Politically,
But I don't watch it
Poland is
because I am. I don't watch it. I know that we have a channel for Pope, but I don't watch it because I'm not a religious person. Like, I don't really have a religion or anything. I even stopped going for lessons. So yeah.
Nation that holds to its roots, even though they're part of the EU, they usually do not let anyone tell them how they
This
should
is
run
so
things in
true.
their own country. It's their rules. It's like, alright, so it's settled. What do you think of this proposal for the union, guys? I hate it. Now, Poland, you're a key player. We need you to like this. I still hate it. Come on, Poland, don't be stubborn.
Oh, really, Germany? You want to come back to Poland again and tell us how to do things around here? Do you remember what happened last time?
Are you really going to play this card again?
I always will.
I must say that I don't do that because I just don't see a reason for doing that because it was in the past. Germany is a completely different country now that's changed, has different people. Most people that were in that time don't like are dead, so don't exist. But some of our government does that a lot and loves like talking to Germany about these things, even though it was few some time ago. Like, people, move on, please. It's time to move on. Like, really, this doesn't make sense that they changed. This is a different country completely.
Exaggerated, but yeah, don't push the Polish. They've gone through tons of that.
Yes.
I mean, literally, like a fifth of their population died during World War II. The majority of whom were Polish Jews. Often in tight-knit Yiddish-speaking communities, Poland had one of the highest populations of Jews prior to World War II, and at one point up to 10%.
I didn't know
When
that.
used historical
It says a lot.
Poland was and would be. Poles are proud that they were the only European occupied country to never collaborate with the Nazis.
Yes.
They never officially surrendered, and all those years.
AK. It was working underground, but it was for the whole world.
The Nazis were there, the underground army kept fighting. Poles have an incredibly complex history. I mean, they had a weird electoral monarchy thing. Conrad, explain.
So the royal elections of the Polish Roman Commonwealth became a thing after the death of the last Colonial on the Polish throne. At his death, it was decided that there would not be a royal dynasty that would just continue from generation to generation. That is to say that they would elect a king from a royal dynasty in Europe, but after his death, they would once again elect another monarch instead of letting his children.
Yeah, I know. Such a weird thing.
Thank you, Conrad. Taking all that heavy stuff in, Polish people have told me there's always kind of like this sense of somber, stoic, suspicious, cynical, yet productive and prudent mentality in encapsulates the Polish. It's a weird paradox when you see them, because it's like,
being a Polish is the worst. Seriously.
I know, right? I hate Polish sausages. They're so gross.
They are, and the government is just totally whack.
I mean, I have to agree on this one thing that the government isn't the best. Like, the government, just know, I am not very keen on of the of the current government in Poland. I hope it will change soon. At least I hope so.
Yeah, Poland is terrible. What did you say?
You can't say that. You're not from here.
Yeah. Well, that took a little longer than expected. So here's Hannah with culture stuff.
Good to be back. Polish people have gone through a lot. They were pretty much fought for and invaded over 40 times for about 400 years.
That's long.
Nonetheless,
Like, that's really, really long. 400 years. That's a lot.
people held through those centuries and retain their sense of identity. For one, in Poland, it is actually just as popular, if not maybe even more, to celebrate one's name day as well as your birthday.
Yes. I had a birthday in May and I have a name day in December. So yeah. So maybe I will celebrate my name day, who knows?
Poland has quite a high level of tertiary educated individuals, with about 80% of the young adult population having enrolled in university.
I am
Also,
planning
side note,
myself.
35% of Polish people living abroad are referred to as Polia. There's a contest where we figure out who is the strongest man in the world, and Poland has won the most
Yes.
in those contests. Then we have the Silesian and Kashubian minorities. Let's let Conrad explain this one because, it's a little complex.
The Silesians, who live for the most part today in Upper Silesia, are an ethnographic group with a distinctive dialect of Polish. Internationally, though, it's considered not as a nation or people, though some within the region consider themselves as a nation, which the Kashubians are, and they are considered as a West Slavic people separate from the Polish people. They are loyal towards Poland, but they have their own recognized minority status, they have their own traditions, they have their own cuisine, and they have their own language. There are even bilingual signs, which Paul will definitely put in now.
Thank you, Conrad. They've also racked up quite a few Nobel Peace Prizes at 17.
That's a lot.
They are frontrunners of innovations and inventions like kerosene and the kerosene lamp, the oil well, the bulletproof vest, and
I
the
know.
modern drug test. A lot of festivals can be found year-round throughout the country and in different regions. Popular ones include All Saints' Day, May Day, the La Cognac Festival in Krakow, and during Christmas you might see the creepy Turon everywhere.
Well, it was in the past. I don't know if it's now because I don't get out of the home much during Christmas, but in some places I heard that it is still out during Christmas, but I'm not sure. So I can't tell. I don't go out much during Christmas, so yeah.
To expound a bit more on Polish music and arts, here, ski, or whatever.
Music in Poland goes way back to its ancient Slavic roots. Instruments typically used include things like the wood horn, the hurdy-gurdy, the horse hair drum, the pedal accordion, and the suka.
What you call me?
Even though he had spent most of his time in France, Chopin was born in Poland.
Yes.
His homeland was always one of the central themes to his often somber and melancholy masterpieces cherished worldwide. During the Polish National Revival, this dude, collected varieties of folk music for broadcast, including the most famous ones, these which are still performed to this day. I know that there's this guitar player named Jakub Ziczeski, and he is amazing.
Thank you, Pete.
Yes.
And now the most complicated part, history. The quickest way I can condense it.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting.
Slavic tribes and states in the Vistula Basin, Piast Dynasty, Greater Poland, Christianity and tribal unification, Pomerania is annexed, this dude becomes the first king, feudal disintegration, Mongols invade, Czechs invade, Teutonic Knights invade, Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Swedes invade, Prussians invade, end of the Commonwealth, Constitution written, Napoleonic Wars, Kingdom of Poland and Free State of Krakow, Russian partitions and Russian Poland, World War I, Polish-Soviet War, independence from Russia, Germany invades, World War II begins, communism years, independence, weird West Germany stuff, some other interesting things like they got a Pope and a Nobel Peace Prize, first fully free elections, they joined NATO and the EU, and here we are today.
Oh my, this is a lot, like, a lot had happened in our history. We have been through a lot, so this is just understand that he can't do, like, full long history out of and every key detail, but because it will take way too long. So, like, in later videos, if you will want me to, I will maybe make a reaction to history of Poland, so yeah. So you can know it a bit more, because I know it pretty well, but maybe you want to know it, I don't know. So like, yeah. let's get back to it.
Some people, you guys, the Polish geography suggests we mention in this episode include all those dukes and kings.
Yes.
Pretty much any hero that fought with the winged hussars. Copernicus, although he was technically German. Marie Curie was actually Polish.
Yes.
Nikolai Wright, Pope John Paul II. All these athletes, these directors, all these artists and musicians. The dude from the movie The Pianist was a real
I didn't knew that.
American revolutionaries. And speaking of Americans, John Krasinski, Kristen Bell, Steve Carell, and Roman Polanski are also part Polish. Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, and finally, of course, Grzegorz Bręczycki.
Not this one. Oh my goodness. This is from a movie actually. Because it's from the movie called How I Started a Second World War. So like, this is a good movie and there's a very funny moment from this movie that it's just funny, so yeah. And there's this guy pops up in this and it's cool.
And there's a lot more I could have mentioned, but that would take way too long. There's a lot of famous Poles all over the world. They've left their global mark. And speaking of global marks, that brings us to... As a central player in Europe for a long, complicated history, it's no surprise Poland has picked up quite an entourage over many, many years of Polish existence. For one, as part of the Visegrad group, the Czechs and Slovaks are generally considered the close West Slavic brothers. They've had very few wars and conflicts with them. They understand their languages, kind of. However, they both kind of think the other sounds funny when they talk. For Russians, it's more of like a people versus government thing. As people, Poles and Russians get along quite well on a human level. It's just the governments that often disagree.
I mean, at this now, because of the war, I am not really sure what to think about Russians, but before this war in Ukraine, I didn't really mind Russians, and hell, I could even get along with them if they wanted to, so like, I don't really mind.
Clash. Poland for a while was under the Iron Curtain and Warsaw Pact, which complicated things even more. But as crazy as things get, there is always kind of like this universal Slavic understanding, which is why Ukraine comes in as a pretty close friend. Ukrainians love to come to Poland for work. There's also a fast-growing Ukrainian community, and they kind of share a post-communist struggle alliance, although they still kind of don't like how Ukrainians honor the UPA, which is a whole other story. Poland is kind of like Germany's biggest regret that they have to constantly be reminded of literally every day as they are neighbors, but they are the largest economic partner for them as well.
I mean, we have moved on.
It's the 21st century, people have grown up and moved on.
Most of people have moved on, but there are still some, like, some of the people in Polish government that really are like, hey, maybe you would pay us for the war, or are like, hey, I still don't like the fact what you did on the war, but most of the people have really actually moved on. And I did too, like, I wasn't even back when this was happening, so I can't really say that I regret something, because I wasn't even born back then, but I can say that it was, like, I feel bad for what happened to us and all, but hey, this is a different country now, so, like, completely different government, different people, so, like, let's just move on.
And the future looks bright mostly between the two. Quick note, Lithuania is like the divorced wife that you remember having some of the best years of their history with. Today, when a Pole meets a Lithuanian, they just kind of nod and smile, understanding everything the other is thinking without a single word. Their best friend, however, every Pole is
Hungary.
The same thing, Hungary.
Hungary.
They share some of the same monarchs, heroes. They've always helped each other in times of need. There are many parks and monuments commemorating.
I never have been to any kind of park that celebrates our friendship with Hungary, but this is so sweet, like, really, I feel it a lot. And even in my own country humans, I have made them close friends, so like, yeah.
Celebrating the friendship between the two. There's even a saying in Polish, two
Yes.
brothers, both to the saber and the bottle. In conclusion, let's give this to Conrad. Conrad, what do you have to say?
Poland is a country that has a lot to offer both geographically and has been through pretty much everything historically. It's been an empire, it's been completely erased from the map, and today Poland is a growing and thriving country. I'm sure that the role of Poland on the European scene will only grow.
Thank you, Conrad, and thank you, Art, for being in this episode.
Stay tuned. Portugal is coming up next, guys.
Okay, so that was it, I think. And yeah, I must say that it was pretty, like, interesting and all. So, like, Sorry, I need to play with my camera for a second. Okay, now. I must say that I found it very interesting. I maybe didn't learn that a lot because I have knew some other things, but I still learned a bit. And what I can say, I really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it too. And if you want me to react to any other country history or something, or react to anything else, say it down in the comments, and I will be happy to obligate. And that's all. Stay tuned for next videos and see you next